west. Excuse me while I flex. That's to my left. You're bad with bad breath. For bags I do conquest. Find bag then I collect. No, that love. Like geeks know every spec. Both like, oh yes. It's like I'm grandma, yes. PT rep that till death. Get back, I need 10 steps. Don't care who got up next. PT can't miss. Ain't heard no like this. Pull out my sheet. I got the bread to trick. I see your ex down bad, I think he need assist, So I went that mama, I no drama, I'm on my way to the tippity top. I'm so OP, think I'm a knob. B-O-B-M-O-B-G-A-N-G. Love me when I stop. I might get bored and just get in the stocks. Shawty just gave me the. I love black girls, let us know why.
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And it's low. Lopez with the jam.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Off the inbound. It's rebounded by Minnesota. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. McDaniels can't hit.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Edwards. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
It's Lillard with the drive. And the dunk by Lillard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Lillard can't get it to go. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
And Lillard, here we go. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And he sinks the second. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 4. Back to Edwards. Randall, right side. From deep, Conley. They get it back. Gobert gets the bucket.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And Minnesota with possession here. They're leading by 8. Lillard with the ball. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Lopez. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up and banks it in.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Pass to Lillard. Portis with it. Randall with a steal. Here's Edwards. Porter pulls it in. The Bucks trail by 6. Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them. Throwing it down with force.
Randall can't hit. Milwaukee with the ball. For 3, here's Lillard. He can't get it to go. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Now Lillard. Stolen by Conley. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Good. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
The kick out to Edwards. Lets a floater go. The rebound by the Bucks. Back to Trent. To the middle. Portis gets the bucket. Portis has got his second basket.
Slick moves inside by Portis to avoid the defense for the hoop.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Right side Conley. That shot missing. The Bucks trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
And the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Alex. Clark with minutes.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Here's Prince. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Lopez.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot.
Oh, and Reed with a block. They retain possession. Offensive rebound. Back to Lopez. Pass to Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
On the wing, Porter. Fires the 3. Miller pulls it in. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Prince. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And the shot goes.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Lopez. And Gobert with a block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Lillard. It's tipped. They recover it to the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Gobert. And 1:01 left in the first half. To the wing on the left. Pass to McDaniels. Rebounded by Kuzma. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. Just speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Here's Prince. For 3, here's Lillard. Randall pulls down the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Pass to Portis. Here's Lillard. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Randall. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. And here's Lopez. It's blocked by Gobert. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Close.